We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. F it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Plugin Alliance. We're going to look at the Brainworx Mega Dual and the BX Stereo Maker. Now, I already have some videos on these here. More in-depth videos on both of these. You can always go check those. They're somewhere on the channel. But the reason we're looking at them again is because Plugin Alliance has these on sale, and these are definitely worth picking up if you don't have them. BX Mega Dual. Check it out real quick here. See how the internet's working here. So this is, of course, based on your Mesa dual rectifier. This is one of the best models of this actual amp. Then, of course, the Stereo Maker. It's also on sale, $29. This can, of course, convert from mono to stereo, very quickly, and it sounds really good. You can already have a video on this as well. This is $29. Same for the Mega Dual. We got some other sales here too. Mover, that's not bad for that. Gate, which is a pretty cool gate. The cool thing about Plugin Alliance is, one, you can authorize your plugins to any kind of a flash drive that you want, which is nice. Also, you have multiple activations. You can authorize it to your computer, and whenever you buy enough Plugin Alliance products, you get a voucher every single month. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, before the stream drops out, for my last couple of streams, the archive has been half as long as the actual stream was. So let's go ahead and get on with this here. So BX Mega Dual, $29 right now until October. Definitely worth getting this here. Now, I already have my guitar strapped on here, and this guitar right here, 9-string. All right, let's check it out real quick. Andre. Hey, dude. There we go, man. Let's check this out, man. This one here is worth getting. If I get my... if I get everything set up right. So it's got that really thick sound of the dual rectifier. And just like all of the other Brainworx amps, it doesn't really have that hair on top, that really digital fuzz. And again, I already have a video on this. I'm not going to go way in depth to it. We'll just look basically what it does. So you got your noise gate, your threshold, your range. You have a pre and post filter, which with a 9-string guitar, I like to pull this up. I like to have it actually on pre there. And then you have a smooth filter for the top end. You have a delay built in. Let's go to channel 1 here. Turn the delay on and switch my pickup. built in there, which is nice. And go back to 3 here. Switch my pickup again. Of course, you have your mix, your feedback, your lo-fi, input gain. All of this stuff is pretty easy to figure out. You can even power soak it if you want. Then all of your basic, you have 3 different channels, all of your basic settings there. So channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, you have a solo here. If you want it slightly louder, for example, for your solo, you can just tap that or have a foot switch do it. Your bold, your spongy. So we go to spongy. Go back to bold. You get that sponginess that's that the dual rec is known for. Go to the vacuum. Vacuum is a little bit lower in volume overall. Right, so just compensate with your master there. Then we have all of these different channels. We have modern, vintage, raw, which is pretty cool. You're getting a bit lower in volume. Let me go back to the modern there. So this can even do 9-string pretty well, 8, 9-string. Master down, so I'm just clip on the stream. Right? It's just that really thick sound, which is great for metal. Really great for rhythm. You can, of course, do lead stuff with it as well. Channel 2. Let me actually just play a little channel 3 again. Right, we can go to channel 2. Of course, we have vintage raw options in this as well. Modern. Because I'm playing a 9-string, I turn that bass way down because it's just overwhelming. Gain there. So this breaks up a bit more. Go to the channel 1 clean. So it gets very, very clean. We can make it pushed if we want. So you have a basic sort of skater punk. Clean it right up. So it's pretty good with the delay on it there. Go right into channel 3. Now, this one, as I've explained before in the other brainworx videos, they don't have an amp and a cab that you choose and then you choose the microphone, right? You choose impulse responses, and they're pretty good, but you can always load up your own impulse responses if you have the ones, some that you like. Scroll all the way down here. Just choose the empty, and you can use whatever IRs that you want. So we go through the impulse responses, which I'm not going to do because my stream keeps getting cut off. So I can't go through all of them. But you have the same option for this auto, where it will go 1 bar and switch automatically for you. If I can play right. It's just really dirty there. And whenever you have your monitors on, which I don't have them on, otherwise we'd have feedback in the microphone, but whenever you have your monitors on, it sounds like an amp in the room, which is something that's almost impossible with other amp simulators out there. You really got to try this one out. They have a trial of this. You can always grab the trial. That's basically how it works, and this one is worth picking up. Not all of these work for 9-string. Some of them work better for 6. So if I it sounds pretty good there. But if I go down to my 7th, a bit, you know, much on the bottom end there. That's a pretty cool one. I think we're clipping again. All right, but this one here is definitely worth checking out. A lot of options, and it sounds, like I said, it sounds just like an amp in the room. And of course, you can throw on whatever effects you want to go ahead and mix that, like the ones we did last night from the CLA pack there. The guitars works really well with this. Let me load it up real quick here. Let me see here. Question. I have a question. Do you know any good guitar libraries that we can use via contact? Guitar and guitar effects. Yeah, absolutely. Let me actually look at that real quick. Gotta hurry on this stream because, like I said, YouTube always cuts off the archive to about half because you'd think internet in America is great, being that the internet was sort of invented in America, but America actually has some of the worst internet speeds anywhere, which is not known, but it's awful. Anyway, Shreddage 2 is the answer. So Shreddage, if I can spell this with a guitar and a microphone in my face here. Shreddage 2. Don't know why my chat's not popping up on the screen, but we'll figure that out some other time. But yeah, Shreddage 2. I can't load it up because it takes a long time to load up here. We got so much going on, but it's a pretty cool interface. I could probably go there real quick. It's let me think here. Oh Jesus, let me see. Just search it real quick. Here we go. Impact Soundworks. Yeah, that's who it was. Right there. Impact Soundworks. Shreddage 2. Really cool stuff you can do with this if you don't want to actually play guitar. Right, pretty cool, right? So yeah, check out Shreddage 2. Bunch of different, you know, you can play guitar with contact, with MIDI, whatnot, if you want to do that. But back to what we were talking about here. Okay, back to this here. So we have CLA on there now. The clean, or the guitar version. I'm going to turn this down. There. And here. And the stream is a little bit low right now, so if you can't watch it live, just watch the replay. Right, real quick mixing with this, as we showed last night. Turn those two things off. Pull the stereo down a bit, sub down a bit, bite up a bit, and I don't want that much compression. Put this on heavy. There we go. Maybe a little more bite. A little more compression, just a bit. Stereo it up a bit there. That's too much in the low end. Pull that down again. Like that's much more raw and natural, of course, with it off. Much more mixed with this on, so it's real quick. Right. But let's go ahead and look at the stereo maker before my stream drops out all the way. All right, so let me grab this again. And let me actually switch this to one of the American. We'll throw Stereo Maker on there. Now you could put Stereo Maker in front of the amp. You could also, because that's going to take the guitar and actually split that and then run that into Mega Dual in this case. But you could also do it after. It just depends on the sound that you want. But these two are definitely worth picking up. And of course, you can use it with more than just guitar. If you watch the actual video that I do on it, I think I use it with piano and some other things like that. So of course this is going to take my mono channel, and now that turns it stereo. So we'll bypass it here. Hit my target and grab this, just so you can see it. See both of them. All right, so it's bypassed right now. I'm going to turn it on. Boom. What do you say we open up Insight just so you can see that? And my stream is low right now, but like I said, good old American internet. It's just awesome. It really is. Isotope. Let's go for Insight, just so you can see how it widens this up. This is really cool. I'd like to use Stereo Maker when I'm just playing around, because it sounds, sounds a little more mixed overall. Like you would get with an actual double-tracked guitar. A lot of options in this. Not going to really look too much at it, but this one is definitely worth picking up for $30. So again, bypassed. Pretty natural. Turn it on. Boom, you see that. We're still in phase. Cool thing about this, we can change this tone. Just whatever you like. There's really no direction for what you should do. Just whatever sounds good. And I'm taking the mono frequency because I want the the low end. I don't want the low end being too wide. It's gonna get too messy, in my opinion. So we're gonna pull this up. Okay. It's a little more down the middle. We can really open this up if we want. So now our correlation looks like we're going a bit too far down. 2 - 1. So we might have problems folding back to mono. It sounds cool, but that's way too much for me. For guitar, it works good down here. Really open it up with the clean. Throw the delay on there. That's a little more presence, I think.